some of them are students in the university, and you are ready to hear from them. With me, I have Mr. Anunda, as I said earlier, who is a teacher at Narumoru Boys High School. We also have Benjamin Kebaki. Benjamin Kebaki is an economics student currently, fourth year at Chuka University. We also have Bona Clinton, who pursued BCom at UON, and also you'll be having Babadede, who have done horticulture. I'll also be having the conveners of the meeting, Bona Anyoka, and also Mr. Isaiah. But before we move on, it's also good that, gentlemen, you can also do some self-introductions. Maybe there's something I've missed while doing the introductions. And of course, I'll start with the senior most, the teacher, Mr. Anunda. And Mr. Anunda, as he is popularly known in the county as a peace education champion. Bona Anunda, kindly do some self-introduction as you say hi to the audience.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for this program. I want to thank God because of this. And there's a reason, there's a purpose as to why we have organized this. My name is Mugusu Anunda Ezra. Mimi ni mwalimu wa shule pili ya Narumoru Boys kwa miaka 7 naenda 6-7 hapo. Kwa wale ambao hawajui Narumoru Boys, naomba niwaeleze Narumoru Boys ni shule gani. Iko kwenye kaunti ya Nyeri, kwenye eneo bunge la Kieni. Wakati unatoka Nyeri unafika town ambayo inaitwa Narumoru, ukielekea Nanyuki kilomita kama 2 utaingia hapo ndani na inapakana na msitu wa Mount Kenya. Ni shule ambayo ina wanafunzi zaidi ya 600. Mwalimu mkuu mzuri anaitwa Mr. Steven Gitonga, naibu wake anaitwa Mr. Kimaru, na ina walimu wengi zaidi ya 40, walimu wazuri sana. Ni shule nzuri ambayo imekuza hawa vijana ambao unaona hapa. Mimi ni mwalimu, lakini kazi ambayo nafanya sana ni kufunza Kiswahili, lakini kazi ambayo nafanya sana ni maneno ya amani. Vile Thengez umesema, I'm a peace ambassador in Nyeri County. I talk about peace among students to ensure that the students are peaceful in their learning institutions. That's what I do. I ensure that I encourage them to be peaceful in what they are doing. I can see my organizing secretary here in 2018, Baba Dede. He was my organizing secretary. Lewis was a secretary in 2021. Secretary, yes. So that's what I do to ensure that students are peace. You know, when we are talking about peace in Kenya, we are talking about violence, but there's that peace of mind. Wakati mwanafunzi ako shule, tunajaribu kumsaidia siwe na mawazo sana. Awe mtu ambaye ni mtulivu ndiye aweze kusoma. Kama hakuna amani, huyo mtoto hawezi kaa vizuri asome. Kwa hivyo hayo ndio tunafanya na walimu wengine, sio mimi peke yangu. Kila shule iko na chama ambacho kinaitwa Amani Club ni Nyeri County, to ensure peaceful coexistence among learners. That's what we do. So thank you so much. I think I've done enough about me. Ama nimesahau kusema I'm a class teacher.
Asante sana Bwana Anunda, na tunafurahi sana kuwa nawe jioni ya leo. Na nikiona vijana hawa ambao wanaona hapa, kweli uliweza kuelekeza vizuri. Ndio maana siku ya leo wameweza kujiunga nasi kuendeleza hata hiyo amani na kuendeleza mambo ya masomo kwa wanafunzi wenzao. Tunashukuru sana kwa sababu ya kazi ambayo unafanyia kaunti ya Nyeri, Bwana Anunda. Sasa tumsikize Bwana Benjamin Kibaki.
Yes. Asante. Let me first take this opportunity to thank you enough for giving us this platform to encourage those other students who are back there. Tell them also that they can make it. They have the potential. No one is limited. So my name is Benjamin Kibaki. I'm currently in Chuka, pursuing a BA in Economics and Sociology. I'm a 4th year, and I'm glad to be here.
Wonderful, Bwana Kibaki. Could you be having any relationship with the former president? Are you a grandson? Probably. Okay, sawa. Pengine hata wewe unaelekea kufika pale, maybe in the future you become a president following the footsteps of the former president. Thank you so much. Karibu sana Bwana Benjamin. Lewis.
Yeah. So, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening to
everyone.
Lewis.
So on my part, I'm Lewis Moreidi Oshiri, pursuing BCom at Mount Kenya University, second year. And to the other students who are still studying, to work, you need to be strong, you need to be diligent, you need to be straightforward on what you do. And one main thing is to just trust the process and everything will be okay. Thank you for the platform and being around you makes good.
Wonderful. Thank you, Bona Lewis. I know you'll have a lot to share with us, having gone through the hands of Mr. Anunda and the rest of the teachers. I know you have a lot to share with us this evening. We also have Baba Dede. I think the senior most of them all. Baba Dede, you can also do some self-introductions. Baba Dede.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I'm Baba Dede. That is my stage name. Bwana Anunda anaelewa sana. I was a school MC. I'm still an MC. Bwana Anunda, asante sana kwa kunitafuta. Najua nimepotea sana. I had promised to visit you in school, but mambo imekuwa mingi, but takuja. For the platform, asante sana. I hope I'll be able to share my experience in the field, and people will be able to learn from me. Thank you.
Karibu sana Bwana MC. So we are also going to give you a chance, and also this is a platform even to advertise your services. So it's a good platform for you, so that you move on. I know that Bwana Clinton. Clinton, is he with us? I know he has managed to join us. If not, I think then we shall move on. So I want to welcome all of you again to this particular platform, our audience. Those are the members, the guests that we have tonight, who will be sharing the various experiences to encourage the learners. My name is Samuel Mathenge. I'll be the moderator of this particular program. I'm also joined by the conveners of the meeting, Mr. Anyoka. I can give him a minute to give just about the whole program, what it's about. Mr. Anyoka?
Yes, Bwana Moderator. I am Anyoka. I teach in Tumutumu Girls. I'm a teacher of physics and mathematics. This is a program which is initiated by the club that we call a Digital Literacy and Mentorship Club. And we are running this platform and creating a hub, a store of knowledge, where young professionals, students, and teachers can visit. They go through the recorded videos, and even for the teachers, they can learn on how learners will share the information. I know right now, Bwana Dede can share a lot, and even can be very, very frank to talk to us as he is encouraging the young ones. Because when somebody is a student, may be asked to share something, and because of comradeship and solidarity, they may not share a lot. But when we are here, we are very real. We are going to share. We are going to have a communication as we are discussing in this platform. So we have a platform, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you for accepting be part of this process of mentoring the young ones, and you will communicate to them a lot. One of the things we do in Digital Literacy and the Mentorship Club, we advocate responsible usage of digital gadgets, that is the laptops, iPads, tablets, smartphones, and many others, to access various platforms like Facebook, the social media platforms, the Facebook, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp, all that we know, that how can they use the gadgets responsibly for the purposes of learning. And one way of using them is to attend these meetings, to gain knowledge from visiting this site so that they can learn what is productive. So phones are not bad, but what we call for is a responsible usage of them. Back to you, Mr. Mathenge.
Thank you so much, Bwana Nyoka. You're doing a good job, and we are happy because it's a good progress. Even linking the learners who left some years back, I think that's good. So we want now to start off our program tonight, and I want to encourage our viewers, wherever they are, you can join us. You can give us the chats. You can give us your comments on our YouTube link that we just shared. And from there, we shall be linking up with you in this particular program. I want to start off the program tonight by asking our guests to share the experiences. If every one of us has an experience in high school, you have something that you can remember, either fancy experiences, something that can also motivate another learner elsewhere who is in school currently. Let me start with Baba Dede, the MC, the specialist in the horticulture industry. An experience, Bwana Dede, that you can remember in high school.
I remember that we had a club and it was Amani club. That is what ilikuwa na to keep busy most of the time, to avoid this thing and unasikia mambo na strike and drugs. Bwana Anunda can attest that the club began in 2018 and we were the pioneers. We were able to bring people on board and mentor our juniors. All I can say is that I had a good experience, most of the time keeping myself busy and also involving myself with the other students, because I believe that kila mwanafunzi unapatana na yeye ako na jambo mpya kukufunza, ikuwe ni form 1, form 2, form 3 ama form 4. Kila mtu ako na a new thing and wewe huwezi jua. So hii mambo ya kusema ati this one is a mono, I don't know, monolizing people, mimi sikuwa na kitu kayo. Also I was an activist, nilikuwa natetea sana form 1 wasiarasiwe and what have you. Yeah, that's my experience in high school. I had a good coexistence with everyone, and I believe those who are here, Kina Kibaki and others, can attest to that. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful sharing, Bwana Dede. And it's good that also coming kutoka kwa mwalimu wako, alikufundisha, alikuelekeza vizuri. Nafurahia kwa sababu pia mwalimu wako wako hapa pamoja na sisi siku ya leo. And also sharing that peaceful coexistence is also necessary in academic excellence. That's beautiful, Baba Dede. Benjamin. Yes. Benjamin, for the viewers who are joining us now, Benjamin currently is an economics student at the 4th year at Chuka University. Benjamin, any experience that you can share with us?
Mine is a journey, because I remember very well. My form 1 and form 2s were not so well. I wasn't performing. I wasn't myself. I hadn't known my real identity. And coming to catch up in form 3 and form 4 was a huge journey. So for me, high school, it's a journey. It's a process of learning. It's a process of realizing yourself, as well as you're being trained of how you cope here in university, because no one is here to look upon you. No one is here to call you, go to class, do assignments. So high school was, for me, was a journey, was a learning period. It was a time where I realized who I am, and it also gave me a chance to come here to university, because you can't come to a new university without passing the process of high school. So it has been a journey for me. Yeah.
Wonderful, beautiful. That has been a journey, and I love it the way you put it. It's a journey from high school. The journey continues about academics up to university, and I believe the journey continues. So we are here to discuss about this journey and how can one continue with the journey and become successful. Thank you, Brother Benjamin, for that sharing. Bwana Lewis, anything that you can remember? Ilikuwa shuleni, mambo yakawa mazuri, mabaya? Bwana Lewis.
So my experience at high school was a bit tough. Since I was a kid, I was so short that everyone was like, he's so small, he's a kid, you should go back to primary. But I was there determined to work hard, gain that grade that I really wanted. At first, at form 1, I was a bit not very stable with grades, but due to my teachers' advices and listening to also my parents, I had to work directly with the teachers and also the parents to make sure that my grades improve within no time. At first, I became a prefect. I remember at form 2, and then the others were like, "Can you tell us anything?" And the way you're short, we don't like how you're doing your things. But I was there to tell them, you know what? I'm wearing a blue sweater, so it means I'm a prefect. And so You must listen to me and follow whatever I'm saying. And it really encouraged me. So in the leadership of the school, I was very good. The relationship between the teachers and the other students, I was also 100% perfect, and which was more encouraging. And at Form 4, I did very well. And now today I'm here saying that academic excellence and your strength can take you anywhere you want. Currently in the university, you're going to class. If you don't feel to go, you're there to take care of yourself. Do what you think will help you, but we always focus to our career. So you have to go to class. You have to do you do your thing. That's how my high school life was.
Beautiful. That one is good. That you overcame the challenge. Despite the challenge, ufupi, some are saying you are too short. You are still a leader. I have the blue sweater, so I'm a leader. And that one is giving us encouragement, even the learners who are out there, because they are coming up with so many challenges. They are coming up with so many shortcomings, and we are here now to encourage them and to prove to them that yes, in high school you are like this, but today you can see Lewis is pursuing BCom at Mount Kenya University. That he was able to overcome that. As the start of the program, Bwana Anunda, inaonekana wanafunzi hao wanakutaja sana, and you really motivated them. Siri ni gani? What's the secret? Because everyone is mentioning Bwana Anunda, my teachers, we worked well. Siri ni gani? You can also share your experience with the boys. Probably there's something also you are giving, a tip you are giving to the boys that also can go to the educators. Because I know the educators, the stakeholders are also listening to us this evening.
Asante sana Tenges kwa hilo swali. Nadhani sisi kama walimu tunahitaji tujue kwa nini sisi ni walimu. Ya kwanza, mimi sababu moja ambayo huwa inaniongoza ni Mwenyezi Mungu aliniumba akaniweka na Narumoru Boys niwe mwalimu. Kukubali kazi yako pia ni jambo muhimu sana. Alafu ukiangalia hao wanafunzi, kwa mfano Lewis akija alikuwa na kilo ngapi? Kama kilo sisi kama alikuwa amefika 50. Very innocent. Siku moja ujaribu kuangalia wale wanafunzi ambao wanakuja kidato cha kwanza. Very innocent. Kwa hivyo mimi najua kwamba there is a reason as to why I'm Narumoru Boys. Huwa nafikiria I need to impact. Lazima niwasaidie. Kwa njia zozote zile Mwenyezi Mungu ameniweka pale niwasaidie. Na uhusiano wangu na wao ni wa karibu sana. Lakini mimi si ati ni bila nazungumza mimi ni mzuri hivyo kwao. Nimekuwa mzuri kwao baadaye. Hatukuwa na uhusiano mzuri sana wakati huo, lakini sasa hivi nikiwapigia simu naambia nataka unisaidie hivi, nasema huyu alinisaidia nikiwa shule ya pili. Kujua sababu ambayo uko pale kama mwalimu, uangalia wanafunzi njia za kuwasaidia. Wewe kama mwalimu unawasaidia kivipi? Kwa sababu haya maisha lazima uwasaidie. So kwa njia zote zile, ile shida wako nayo unawasaidia vipi? Hiyo ndio mwongozo wangu. I'm a teacher. I came there for a reason. I came to impact. So I have to assist them in all ways. And I'm very happy. I'm seeing Kibaki, for example, who we talk a lot. I remember when he was in Form 4, alikuwa karibu to lose hope. I told him, why are you losing hope? I was advising in a way, quarreling. Kwa nini unataka ku lose hope? Wewe namna gani? You have to work hard. Unataka tukubembeleza, something like that. But he listened, and I'm happy. For Badeda, I'm happy for Lewis. So that's how I can answer that one. I know why I'm there, and God brought me there. So I have to do all my ways to assist them. Yeah.
Shukrani sana Mwalimu Anunda for our viewers. That's Mr. Anunda, a teacher at Narumoru Boys High School, and also a peace ambassador at the Nyeri County, kiongozi wa masuala ya amani katika kaunti ya Nyeri. Basi, our viewers who are joining us tonight, we have Mr. Benjamin Kebaki, who is an economics student, a fourth year at Chuka University. We also joined by Mr. Baba Dede. Mr. Baba Dede is pursued horticulture in Ikemu, currently also doing a side hustle as an MC. And also we have Mr. Lewis, who is currently pursuing BCom at the Mount Kenya University. I want us to start our conversation tonight, starting with Lewis. I know that there are so many about the general behavior. Bwana Lewis, the general behavior of the students. You can share with us the general behavior of the student. How does it affect academic excellence of a learner? The general behavior of students, Bwana Lewis.
So, evening once more. So, as we come to the general behaviors of students on how it affects the academic excellence, one thing is how you take yourself while in the classroom really matters. Since you cannot be having that negative attitude towards your teacher, and you're there telling me that I'm going to pass these subjects, I'm going to get this grade, this subject. But if you have that positivity in you, that you want to get what the teacher is teaching, that really impacts on how you will perform in that particular subject. So the other thing is concerning the peer influence. Really matters on how you're behaving in school. Since you can be having friends who are like, we don't do the studying, let's go and sleep, let's go and do this. But you're there telling us you want to get a higher mean score for your grades. But if you have that urge and the positivity in your mind that I can't follow them, my behavior and my grades have to go in hand in hand. That if I do this well, then the results will be positive. The other thing is how the school setup really matters with the behavior that the student is portraying. If the environment you are in is conducive for you as a learner, this makes your behavior to be positive. So your academic excellence will still be hand in hand with your behavior. So you will be like you're doing your work so smart, such that the teachers are there to appreciate you, to tell you that you know what, you can tell the others to do what you're doing, so that you can be having that high grades for you to pursue your career in future. The other thing is concerning how you see the teachers. Your behavior towards the teacher really matters, since you can be having a bad attitude towards the teacher and you're there going to ask him or her a question. The teacher will be like, you coming to ask me a question? Yes, you have that mentality that you can't get it. But if you have that good attitude with the teachers, such that you're bringing, the teacher himself is saying that you're trying hard to get something. So he or she will be there to tell you, you do this, do that. So your behavior towards the teacher, if it's encouraging, so the teacher will be like, I will support you for you to get that good grade you need. The other thing concerns the background you are from. Then you come to school. You know how you behave at home. It has to change while you are in the surrounding of the school. You be like, you be positive while at school. You want to get this grade. You know what you came for. But one thing you're doing, you saw friends who are doing things differently. But you're there, you need to stand with your principles that I've come here to study, to get my grades. And that's the only main thing you've come there to do. But as for students, they are like, I've seen my friends, they are rich. So you're there to tell us, I want to become rich. You can be in that standard, yet you are not from that league. So you have to set your pace with the rest, be your own. The way you came to Form 1 still contains the behavior you came in. You have to add up the positivity in it. Don't follow the people. The one person you should maybe trust, you not maybe, but trust is your teachers. How the teachers are telling you to do it accordingly. Don't behave in a manner that you don't want to be told anything, don't want to hear them. But at school, your teachers are the parents. And so you have to take that in mind, that for me to pass my grades or have that good grades I really need, I'll first do this, talk to the teachers, have good relationship with the teachers, and so my teachers will be like, they're seeing your behavior is more conducive. That's one the other thing you can do as a student. Your behavior, like bullying the rest, being defiant, at times makes your grades to go down. Your teachers may be like, you can do it, but your behavior isn't pleasing at all. So you have to drop these for you to be good at your studies. You can't be focusing on other things, like you want to bully the form ones, and at the same time you want to go and do your studies. You can't. The time you're using to bully the rest, that's the time you'll be using for studying. And so your grades will be more improving while you settle at one part, doing one thing at a time. That's one thing for me as a student I did. I wasn't a fan of going out there every weekend. We are like, we have funkies. What am I going to do? I just stay at school. I'm like, Lewis, huna form? I'm like, oh, I don't care. My grades matters. That's one thing I've seen students be like, they're failing to do. You're following the rest. You're not there to do your work. Doing what you like. By the way, loving books, hauwezi kuwa forced. You yourself, you have to make that urge that I want to study alone, nothing else. That's one thing I say. For me, I say books, careers, hakuna mtu anaweza nitoa. Like, that's the way forward. And for me, I do trust the process that from that high school, since I was just a kid, failing, but at last, my teachers, they are there to support me. And at long last, the what I came out with was fruitful. So my behavior towards the teachers, the rest of the students, and the environment I'm in still took into concern the grade that at last I brought on the table. So to the students, I may say this: don't look at your friends. Now, do what you came to do without following the rest. Let them do what they can. By the way, there are people who can multitask.
Mm-hmm.
He's there to go to funkies.
Yes.
He's at football clubs. He's almost half of the time he's at games. But that guy, when he comes to class, is there listening, busy, doing his work perfectly and smart. And at the end, you see his grades are improving with no time. Like, I remember a student who was always at games. He was always competing with me. I'm like, I ain't going for games, but he's going for games for half a term. But let me tell you, the 1 week he gets, the behavior he portrays within that 1 week, really you can see why he used to defeat me. Yes, I'm at school the whole term, but he has been to school almost maybe 2 weeks.
So meaning that there are some learners who are able to multitask, and then as learners, you're not supposed to check. We are supposed to mind about how we managing our time as learners, as individuals.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, but there is. Yes, continue. Finish up.
So I may tell the other students that it doesn't matter how smart you are. You can be smart and do nothing. You cannot be smart, but you're doing something that everyone is seeing. So be there, manage your time, be there for books alone. Leave the rest to the world. The world out here is still a challenge. So first focus on what you can do at that particular time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bona Lewis. And viewers, you can still continue placing your comments, and we shall be reading some of the comments as we move on. And I love the positivity with Lewis. At a point you mentioned about careers. I want to pose this one to Benjamin. What is the connection, according to you, Benjamin, now that you are a student in the university? What is the connection of a self-driven learner and the career path, the career journey? How does the career, the career journey, the career path, how does it shape the life of a learner in terms of academics? What Benjamin?
Well, we have to agree that at some point we all go to school to make our lives more meaningful. We want to impact ourselves, we want to impact our families. That is why we go to school. We want to change other people through us. We want to learn, we want to explore the world. And in this context, I want to talk about the careers. At some point in our high schools, we don't have the platforms for teaching us about careers, so that this leads us to not have a better exposure to careers here in our universities in our country. So you find that some students in our high school are there just because it is a process. You find a student who is in Form 3 doesn't know the course or the career you want to pursue in life. This is because that in our high school, even as we are selecting those subjects, for instance, a person wants to become an architecture or a geologist, so he must do geography in that nature. He must do biology for medicine. So you find a student drops biology to do physics because maybe the teacher who handles biology is not quite favorable. So you find the student not pursuing the career he or she wants to pursue. So that is one thing that I would recommend to schools, is that when selecting subjects, they should come up with columns which enlighten those students about the careers that we have in our countrywide, so that mtu akienda kufanya hiyo course anajua what is required, the requirements that are needed. If I want to become a doctor, I know that I need a good grade in mathematics, English, and biology. So we should, I think Mr. Anunda should check on that. They should check on offering those platforms where they enlighten students about the various job markets and the various careers that we have in institutions. So the other thing is the requirements that I was talking about. The requirements, we need to enlighten our students on the requirement needed to pursue a particular course. Because you may find a student who wants to pursue maybe let's say biochemistry or education. He might having very low grades, which might not have or qualify the clusters to join that particular course. So we need to enlighten and push them so that they can be knowing, if I want to reach this particular goal, I must have this kind of grades. I must work. I must push myself the extra mile. So you must know your goal. You must know your dream. You must also check on your weaknesses, because when you know your weaknesses, it's the time you make them your strongholds. When you know your weaknesses, you will work on them. When you know your strongholds, you'll be able to make them strong, and your weaknesses, you'll be able to work on them. So I think that is something that you should check on careers. You need to work. If you want to become that doctor, you need to work on it. You need to come up with strategies. You need to come up with plans. And there's something that I want to talk about is discipline. Discipline is not just a matter of being disciplined in school. Discipline is a matter of consistency in what you do. For instance, if you come up with a specific plan to come up to pursue this kind of goal, you need discipline in that plan. You need to cut off yourself from others if you have to, so that you may meet your goals. You have to be disciplined in whatever you do. You need consistency of, if it is learning and you know that at 9 p.m. I'm supposed to be studying, you need consistency in that every time 9 p.m. rings, you are studying. It doesn't matter whatever you're doing. So that is why you find most of the students wameletewa motivational speaker pale shule, within 1-2 weeks they are right on track. After Apple, back to systems. So that is one thing that really makes our students not to pursue well and have no careers at all. Because
Okay.
mtu akiwa primary school unapatanga mwingine anaulizwa what do you want to be when you are maybe when you are an adult you want to be a pilot, but when they are leaving Form 4 it's quite a journey. You need to, that is why I said it's a journey of realizing who you want to be, realizing, because high school is very, very essential. It's not like primary school. You can get 230 marks, work really good, and have a better grade coming out of high school. High school it's the stage where you really it determines where you're going to go next, because some of us, we came to campus, others went to business, others ventured in went abroad. So you can't compare yourself with others. As Levi said, you are your own. Then being a self-driven learner, these are learners who set themselves clear goals, they act on their plans, they take initiative, they are open to learning, and they are self-motivated, self-confident, and self-controlled. These are very disciplined students. These are students who have dreams and ambitions. They are with a specific purpose. They cannot be driven outwards by a specific thing in their lives. So they are students who really work so hard. And one of the steps of being a self-driven learner is you have to believe in yourself that you can also make it. You can also push those dreams. You can also pursue your dreams. When you have your self-belief with you, I believe that you can make it. You can. No one can bring you down. Whatever you believe is whatever you have. And as Nkianza mlisema that whatever you are doing with our gadgets, whatever we feed ourselves with, is what really determines what a kind of person you'll be. Then you have also to create SMART goals. SMART goals means that we have specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time.
They are time bound.
Yeah, so you need to understand who you are. You need also to understand your learning styles. There are people who will learn like a novel. There are others who take short notes. There are others who learn when the teacher is teaching. So you need to understand yourself. You cannot compare yourself with others. You just be yourself. Work yourself off. You need to set standards. Learn to say no. Learn to say wait. Learn to swim. Then have men, influencers, and inspirers. Have someone who can check up on you. I remember Mr. Anunda in Form 4. Once he called me in his office na tuliongea mambo mingi. He checked on my performance na niliuliza what is making you not perform in biology, and he gave me some of the strategies to come up with how you need to work on that specific subject. So those are, then create good rapport with your teachers. Teachers have opportunity. Teachers have great influence. Teachers, they can help in each and every way. As long as you have the positive motive, you're positive, you have the self-confidence in you. I believe that teachers part of us for you.
Yeah, they are part of it, and I can see that there is that good rapport that you created with Mr. Anunda, and that one also, when you create that rapport, it assists you even to connect with the teacher. You are able to discuss. The teacher can guide you even on the career path for you to become a self-driven learner. I'm so happy with that, and as we move on, I can see from the chats there is one of your colleagues. There's a colleague from your end doing Cartel Rock Kid TV, saying level, talking of level, and giving an emoji. Amecheka sana. I'm also joined by another person here who is a banker currently at KCB, Dr. Bwana John, and saying that is my school. They are so happy with you, with what you are doing. So our learners keep on giving us the comments or the chats. I want to tackle on this area, Baba Dede. there's an area of concerning the academic hindrances. For example, we have in so many learners who are engaging in drug and substance abuse, the school unrest, the family setup, the mental health, these challenges that most of our learners are facing. They are coming in school when they are totally injured. Even in themselves, there is no that peaceful coexistence amongst themselves in their mind. I don't know how, Baba Dede, just a minute. And also, Mr. Anunda, you say something concerning the same. What do you think about these academic hindrances, and what can you advise this learner tonight who is watching and have got those challenges? How can they overcome them? Baba Dede.
Okay, about the hindrances on drugs, mostly there are these people who pretend that most of the time they are introverts, they don't want to engage with other students. That is the main agenda that leads these students to vent into something. That if they take drugs, they'll be okay. They don't want to engage in any activities. When a teacher organizes an event in school, they don't want to participate. That is the time they want now to sneak out of their school, bring drugs, plan strikes, and what have you. What I can advise the students to do, if you want to live a good life, even the people you hear saying that Niko na homesick, I want to go home, you can only solve that through engaging yourself in activities. These activities, you'll come to realize that later in life, they'll help you. That engaging with students from other schools will enable you to have how people are seeing this life in a different way, the way you are seeing. Most of the time, you see that these people who are abusing drugs, they are very negative in school. You get them that they are discouraging others, that unasoma sana, uko nje hakuna kazi, and what have you. What I can advise them, work is everywhere, but how you carry yourself is what will determine how you'll perform outside there. Your general behavior in school, how you coexist with other students is very key outside the school. So what I can advise the parents to do, they can, during the holidays, take their students to mentorship programs. They do help because they open the mind of our students to see things in a positive way. Because most of them, they say, oh, you ananipeleka boarding, hii ni kaa jela. But for parents, they always have your interests at heart. Not that they are discouraging you, that they don't want you at home, but they want the best from you. That is my advice, and I believe that is what helped me to avoid engaging in drugs and negative thoughts in school. Yes.
Wow, vizuri sana bwana Baba Dede. Mwalimu Anunda kama ako nasi, basi tufikie pengine bwana Levis. Bwana Levis, you had the same challenge, you are short, walikuwa wanasema you can't make it. What can you advise those many other learners who are outside there and they have those shortcomings, they have those challenges facing them, either from home, either physical challenges? Kwa kifupi sana. Bwana Lewis, unmute your mic.
So what I may advise the students who fear their physical appearances while at school, I may tell them, stand broad, be firm with your decision. Like someone can come there and tell you, do this, and you're there to say, oh, let me do it. No, stay focused. Tell them that I came here to do this, not what you're telling me to do, and so just leave me alone. It reached a point that I used to tell even the Form 4. I'm in Form 1, and I could tell them that okota hizo karatasi hapo nje, like anatupa niokote. I was like, you know what? I came to study. I didn't come here to collect your litter. So they were like, and the way you're small, you kid, do whatever I'm telling you to do. But one thing I may say, leave the physical appearances behind. Stand firm, broad, ready to focus on your studies. Do your work exemplary. By the way, you don't always work hard. You work hard and then the smartness in it. So you work hard and work smart. That's what leads to academic excellence. Hiyo ndio kitu inafanya as you go out there to the village, the people are like, that kid was small, though the grade he brought home were charming and they liked it. So don't mind about what people say, who you are, how you are. By the way, I used to be called a snitch due to the fact that I could go to the teachers even while they are eating. I could call Mr. Anunda and he was like, kijana unanisumbua na ninakula. I'm like, no, niko na swali. Just a question, and he was there to answer, which it really motivated me. At last, Kiswahili, I got the grade he always wished for me to get, and which was very fine, and I really appreciate that. So,
Asante. Kwa hivyo ni kumaanisha kwamba wasiogope whether kwa kiumbo, kwa masuala ambapo wameumbiwa ama ana tatizo lolote pale nyumbani, asiogope kabisa. Sio kama Bwana Anunda uko pamoja nasi. Bwana Anunda, nafikiri tutampata baadaye tukiendelea, lakini that's very encouraging that the challenges we are facing currently, they should not define our future. Our background should not put us on the ground. Yeah. Nafikiri Alice pale alipo, admin, you can try to mute her mic. Thank you. Yeah. So I think now we go nakupata.
Yes.
Kuna swala ile ambapo tunazungumzia kuhusiana na changamoto ambazo wanafunzi wanapitia. Na tulikuwa tunataka tu kwa kifupi mno, maybe you can also encourage most of the learners who are coming to school where they are injured.
Hello. Okay.
Is your encouragement for them? How can you encourage? Sorry for that. How can you encourage them tonight? Those learners who are facing.
Okay, I want to say two things that affect students in high school. Number one monster is drugs. Drugs are taking away our students, and those good students are going away with drugs. And which those drugs are not, they are not much to alcohol, they are much into banging. I want to tell students that let them be aware that drugs are in the society. Wasikae ya kwamba hawajui. So they should be aware that we have drugs that are affecting their students, are affecting them, so that they can know the ways of not engaging into them. Wajue ya kwamba hizi dawa zipo. Wakijua zipo, basi watafute njia za kuepukana nazo. Now they should be aware that drugs are not assisting them in their studies. Most of the students, kama hao vijana ambao wako hapa wangejihusisha na drugs, atungewapata hapo wanazungumza hivi leo. Because they are sober, that's why they are here. Number two, on drugs, I want also to tell the students that some of their parents are engaged in drugs, and that is a fact. And the influence of drugs from parents to students, it's there. We have some parents who come to school drunk during class conferences, during AGMs. And I want to encourage those students to be aware that these drugs are not doing any good to their family. And they have to look for ways of evading them. That's what I tell students, that they should be aware about drugs and their effects and evade them at their level best. Then, about those students who have shortcomings, I encourage them to be bold, as Lewis has said. It's not a disability being short. It's not a disability having one eye. It's not a disability kukua kigugumizi, you cannot talk well. It's not a disability. Yeah, be bold. And also encourage teachers. Karibia hawa wanafunzi, kuwa na wao. Kuwa short isimfanye kijana anguke mtihani. So I encourage them to be bold enough and also to be associated with those teachers who assist them. Those teachers who can assist them, they can be associated with them. I also tell teachers you should not discriminate students in schools. It's not good. You should not discriminate at your short. Also choose your words well as a teacher.
Bwana Anunda, nafikiri tumekupata vizuri sana, that even to the educators, I think they are supposed also to mind and also encourage the learners regardless of the shortcomings and the challenges that they have. As you wind up, as you come over to the end, Baba Dede, what's the way forward? Having listened to the conversation, the challenges, what is the way forward for the academic excellence? What can you advise the learner who is watching at home, the educators, the stakeholders, the parents? What's the way forward, Baba Dede?
For me, what I've experienced with time is that honesty is key. Like in my job, if you go and lie, maybe you have an interview somewhere and you want this job that I'm doing. I'm a field technical advisor on issues to do with chemicals, soils, and the general health of a plant. You can go there to the interview, you lie, and then you are assigned a place to go and work. Like on my part, I'm a field technical advisor in the Meru region. I serve the Rakanidi and Meru. And one thing that is key is honesty. You must have the skills, the know-how. About careers, it's not a matter of knowing that I have a top person in the government, my uncle is so and so. One thing is for sure is that skills will sell you, and honesty. Because if you can be having those people, the tall people in the government, in the big companies, but if you don't have the skills, yes, you'll be employed, and the person who had the skills will go home. But after some time, they'll come and realize that this person is not working according to what we are expecting. So what I could advise those who are in the school and what have you, don't lose hope. They are saying that the course that you're doing, there is no work currently, that it is clogged with most people. No, your skills will sell you. And skills are very important. What I know for sure is that if you are disciplined, you will go far. More so in my part, because I'm in Meru, our head office is in Nairobi. But what drives me daily is discipline. Because I believe that discipline will always polish hard work. You can be hardworking, but are you doing the right thing? You should be asking yourself such things, because you can go and advise those people who are growing crops for export to do something, but you know it is not the correct thing. There is this parastatal called KEFIS. They are the ones who check the plant health and if you are doing what is supposed to be done. If they note that there is maximum residue levels in a certain crop, your company will be flagged or it will be intercepted. You can see now that is a very large number of people that will lose their job, from the farmer to the people working at the company. For me, what I believe most of the time about career is that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. You cannot be praying daily and saying, I wish luck to locate me. No, you must work hard so that you can be able to get what you want. Always. That is what I believe. And I believe that work is everywhere. It's just that you need to coexist with people. Just go out there. Even you can attend football matches. You don't know who you will meet there. You can be standing beside somebody who maybe is a big person and you don't know, but if you interact with the person, you will realize that you'll get work from that person. Like for me, my side hustle, I also work for a construction company. I'm their supervisors in that sector. I supervise construction on weekends. How I got that job is very easy. I just interacted with those people. I told them, show me this and this, how it goes, the measurements and what have you. And I got the job. That is where I get my few coins. I'm also an MC. Something that I did when I was in school. I've MC'd, but currently I'm not MCing. But I hope by January, when things return to normal, I'll be able to link up with Anunda. We can be visiting schools and what have you. So for me, work ethics is very important. The first thing, honesty is everything. And be yourself. In your field, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, I don't think you can go anywhere. Because I can give an example. 2 weeks ago, we had an audit. Cafes must do yearly audit to determine if the person who is working in the field knows what he's doing. We did the audit, and because I didn't know if I'm progressing, afterward my boss told me, I can see there is a very big improvement. You got 95% of the audit. Now there is something called non-compliance. I had like 2 non-compliances that didn't make it to 100%. So what I can urge people is that believe in yourself. Sometimes you can be thinking that you're lagging behind, you're not progressing, but the people who are outside you or the people who are around you, they will know and realize that there is a progress in you. You don't need to lose hope. Just show up daily. Your work can be tiresome. Sometimes you can feel low, but ensure that daily you show up. You don't know who will realize you, because another company can come and tell you, we have seen your work, even through advices and through interaction with your farmers, that you're doing something good. Can we add you this and this? You work for us. And that is how people progress. So for me, honesty, discipline, and being yourself is what will prevail you. And skills. You must have skills. If you have decided to go for a certain career, just ensure that you are ready to do it. There's no time that you'll reach that you start saying, oh, I'm tired, this course even doesn't have work, because people outside there are discouraging you, that telling you that hii course hata ikuangi na kazi nini. What I know is that every course has work, and if you believe in yourself, you'll go far. Because even before I got to work in Kenya Fresh, I went there for an interview. Those people who are doing the interview asked me, do you know anyone in this company? I told them no. I just saw the work being advertised and I applied. How did you know about this company? I told them, I have my LinkedIn account. I browse sometimes and look if there are available jobs, and here I am. During that interview, were more than 30 people. And how I got that position is through honesty. If you don't know something in an interview or whatever, you don't lie. Just say, I don't know this part, but I'm a fast learner with time, because even in my school study, what have you, I'll be able to solve this and this, and you'll be able to go far, because they'll see your honesty is what drives you, and you are a person who is ready to learn. That is what I can share. And thank you.
Thank you, Baba Dede. And I love the bit of honesty. You do your best, and God will do the rest. And even the advice that you are giving to those who are seeking jobs about the interviews. This is a very nice conversation tonight. And gentlemen, I'm so happy that even as we come almost to the end, we have shared a lot to the viewers and even to the learners, encouraging them. I can see from the chat, Mheshimiwa Waweru Njoroge, kudos, saying that you're also doing a good job. So as we get to the tail end, I would like us also now to give our conclusive remarks. Just some few seconds as you talk to the students, as you talk to the educators, as you talk to the parents, just something that you can share to them as an encouragement, having gone through the system and now you are in the university. Some of us are also through the university, and it is good to encourage them. Let me start with Benjamin Kebaki. Just your closing remarks for this forum.
Thank you for this time again. My advice goes to that person who is going back to school, and mine is to tell you to be a person of character. You can be having those high grades, you can be the best student in the class. Without character, you'll suffer a lot. You're not going to have opportunities. Opportunities will come, and you will miss them because you're not a person of character. Be a person of discipline. Create good rapport, as I said. Take actions. Whenever you feel a gap in your life, take actions and review those plans once again. Whenever you set up a goal, and the goal maybe you're not meeting your target, review the plans again. Always have the time to evaluate yourself as time goes by. Be a person of consistency, as I said. Also, create good friends around you. Friends really determine who you will become. Do you have the kind of friends who tells you, did you hear what maybe who has the latest, I don't know what, but have the great friends ever, have friends of good quality. It is better to be alone than to be in a company of bad company. Then be careful with what also you watch and listen. Check up on your background. We don't come from the same background in school. Others are children of ministers. You are a hustler, you are whatever. Check on your background. Know your plan, know your target, know whatever you came to school to do. Don't compare yourself with others. Comparison is the thief of joy. Whenever you compare yourself with others, you feel diminished, you feel bad, you feel like you are not worth it. But whenever you know there is no one else like Lewis, there's no one else like Baba Dede, you'll always be up for the task. And also, if anyone,
yes, Benjamin, yeah, the last one, as you can advise them.
You can, if anyone else can make it, you can also make it. Just believe yourself, work smart, and the beginning of the beginning of wisdom. God is the beginning of wisdom, so let us also learn to lean on God. And that is my advice. And I would also maybe want to thank some of my teachers back in Narumoru Boys. I had some great teachers like Mr. Wangai, Mr. Mariga, Madam Janet, and Mr. Kimondo. Thank you to all of them for they nurtured me back then.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, even recognizing your teachers. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Levo, Yvonne Jerry on the chat says hi. Yeah, you can also do your parting shot and also advise the learners. Levis.
So on my part, what I may tell the students is that participate in such things like clubs. Also, find a mentor who will be mentoring throughout the process, the high school life. You know, not everyone uses drugs while at school. You obviously see that one person who is positive with life. Go to him or her, talk to them, tell them how you want your life to be. They'll be like, if they are really into it, they will help you. And by the way, they will show you the way. They show you what to do for you to make it. So you look for a person who will like is passing his grades, is on a higher grade level, so he'll be there to help you to pass your studies. So as for me, I say I have only 3 words. You trust the process. That's my connotation as for my part. So work smart, work good, mind in the positivity of yourself, mind about wherever you've come from. Know that you've left your mother out there, your dad struggling for you to be at school. So prove them that they didn't bring a cow to school, rather than they brought someone who will help them in future. So thank you very much for the joining of the team.
Thank you, Lewis. I just tell them trust the process. Thank you so much for your parting shot. Dede, your closing remarks.
Okay, what I could advise students, join that club. Ensure you attend those activities in the school. It helps, it opens the mind, and you are be able to nurture your discipline. Like the Scouts Club, it's the best club. I was the Scouts commander in Narumoru Boys, and we did wonderful things. I recruited, most people wanted to join since I could nurture the students, the discipline, and what have you. For the parents, don't lose hope on your kids. You don't know when things will open up. That kid that you are saying, kazi yako ni kuanguka kila wakati, and what have you, maybe that kid has another talent that will be able even to see your family through success. For those looking for work, be honest. Peer pressure is everywhere, and conmen are all over. They will lie to you that, give us this 2,000, give us this, I'll find for you work. No, believe in yourself. And my parting shot is that fortune will always favor the bold. Thank you.
Thank you. And Baba Dede really insists on honesty every time he is talking. Honesty. I think that one goes to all of us, even our viewers, wherever you're watching us from. This has been a program that has been brought to you by the Dilac online TV, and we continue to request you subscribe, like, and share, so that we continue with this gospel. We continue to share more to the learners, to encourage them, and to give them hope in this particular forum. You can always check with us, as we shall be having many schools bringing the alumni, so that they can also encourage and also link up with their school. Today we had Narumoru Boys High School, where we were joined by Benjamin as a guest. We are joined by Baba Dede and also Levis. You also had one of their teachers, Anunda, who is the ambassador of peace at their school. I'm also joined by one of the conveners of this meeting, Mr. Anyoka and Mr. Isaiah. And I give a chance as you wind up for Mr. Isaiah to give his closing remarks and also give more insights about digital literacy and mentorship program. Mr. Isaiah.
Okay, thank you so much as our moderator, Mr. Madenge. Yeah, so, and for these great men that are really are sharing deep stuff, especially concerning the high school experiences, and very wonderful insights and reflections on how the students that are following and also the teachers that are also following, yeah, so that how we can be able to sail through high school life. And so that is so impactful. And the only thing that we can pray for you is that may the Lord bless you so much. So don't keep this information to yourselves. Yeah, so keep sharing. So a candle will never lose anything by lighting other candles. So, and the more we light others, the more the world becomes bright for us. And so we wish you well and pray that God will bless you. For those that are now on campus, yeah, continue being focused. Yeah, you have a very great future, and you can get it from us. And Babandende, the one that is now on the marketplace, you can still, I've loved the key thing that you've said about faithfulness, integrity. Yeah, so that is so key. As someone saying that no matter how much learned you are, no matter how many things you get and have, integrity of life, that is what really, really matters. So thank you so much for bringing out that. And so I would want to maybe say that thank you so much, Madenge, and also Mr. Anyoka, so who is a team leader in this wonderful session. And may the Lord bless you for what the Lord is helping us to do, and also to do, especially reach out to the people in the digital space. Yeah, so I wish you well. The last comment I want to say, yeah, so behind every screen, there is a person that is following what we are saying. And even on Facebook, on Twitter, so on YouTube and every other digital platform, there is always a person. There is always a person behind or now in the front of the screen. So, and that is why I'm saying that now let's seek to utilize now the digital platforms to be able to influence and bring positive impact, because that is the spirit behind the digital literacy. And so I want to encourage that now. Yeah, so let's utilize these opportunities, let us utilize these platforms so that we can be able to realize more impact, not only in Kenya, but also in East Africa, but also in Eastern Africa, Africa, and the whole continent of Africa and the world. Yeah, so I want to stop there, Mr. Madenge, and thank you so much for wonderful facilitation.
Thank you so much even for your encouraging words. That's Mr. Isaiah, teacher at Narumoru Boys High